Namaste. This is a Yin class for our beautiful spine, for the spine that keeps us up, carries us through this life, that needs so much love and care and all the things that we're about to do for our beautiful spine. So this is a class where we twist, we bend, just to keep that spine, all that soft tissue in between our vertebrae nice and lubricated and healthy. So also what I mentally experience twisting is kind of rinsing ourselves from toxins, of course the physical toxins from our digestive organs, but also the mental toxins like negative thinking and stress and worrying and all that stuff. So try to visualize when you're really twisting yourself that you're squeezing out whatever doesn't belong into your mind, into your body. Excellent. Let's get started. Roll out your mat. Beautiful. So we're going to start out in a Shavasana. Make sure that you have either yoga blocks or a bolster or something that you can use to support yourself. It can be anything. It can be books, it can be rolled up towel, stuff like that. Keep it handy somewhere so you can reach it when you need it. Nice. Lie down for a moment. And in this class, I'm really going to allow you to enjoy. So I'm not going to talk so much in the actual poses. When we transition from pose to pose, that's where I talk, but otherwise I really want you to enjoy. I want you to quiet down the mind so you can actually get much more out of this practice than just the physical side. I want you to find from this practice something also spiritual. So sometimes we think that we need to practice for years to gain something spiritual, but if you're really open and if you're not focusing on pushing yourself too hard, you can get it on your first yoga class already. So it's that gentle smile that spreads into your whole body, and that's what I think is the enlightenment. So enjoy yourself. Let's get started. Just for a moment, close your eyes. Let go of the day. Let go of whatever keeps running around in your mind. If there's a specific thing, maybe just write those words down and just blow it away. Allow yourself to be free during this class, free from everything. This is your time to heal, your time to find the joy and happiness and harmony and balance in your life. Good, let's move into our first posture. So just bend your knees. Nice. We're gonna take the right ankle down to the left thigh, and with the help of your left hand you can grab a hold of your right foot. Take your right hand down to the side, gaze over to your right side just to keep yourself in balance. Start to take your legs down to your left side. Good. And here you can use a block or you can use a bolster or towel underneath your knee or foot if you wish. When you get settled into the pose, listen to your body. So usually where you really get that nice perfect stretch, that's the place where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be hurting, or you're not supposed to push yourself to the limits. Remember the mantra of Yin Yoga, less is more. The less control you have, the less you're trying to prove yourself something, the more you gain out of this practice. So close your eyes and let's stay here for a few minutes. Good. You're going to slowly come back to the center. And you can just gently move those knees side to side. We're going to do a full pose sequence first on our right side, and then we're going to move over to the left. Now from here you can keep that ankle on your thigh. We're going to gently allow those knees to drop over to the right side. You can take your gaze over to your left now, and in here, as you can see, the knee doesn't really reach the ground. So if you wish, you can put a pillow or a block underneath so you can actually relax. Sometimes, you know, when this happens, that the leg just hangs there in the air, you might start to tense up the muscles in your hip or lower back or side body to support yourself. And we don't want any muscle tension in our yin practice, so feel free to support yourself, okay? Good, and settling into the pose, allow yourself to melt, allow yourself the floor to carry your weight. Few minutes here. Good. Now, slowly, gently, we're going to release and just bring your leg down, and we're going to turn it to our right side. Good, just like this. Nice. And we're going to bring our forearm down. And you can just straighten your legs, and we're going to stay here for a moment. So just creating some space through the right side of our body. Holding in here. Feeling that gravity pulling the right side down. This is incredibly good for our body, actually, for our lungs and for our rib cage, and for a lot of places. It's a hard place to properly stretch. So just allow that side body to drop. Let go, don't hold on, but just let go and notice how much space you're gonna have soon. I just hope that after this class you're gonna feel so good. You feel like you have so much more mobility and freedom, and you just smile from from this nice feeling. Good. So anyhow, we all get that tension in our back. If we don't challenge ourselves enough and challenge the mobility of our spine, it's gonna dry up, and that soft tissue between our vertebrae, it's not gonna do so good. So always try to challenge the range of your mobility and keep yourself moving, twisting, taking the side bends, and of course forward and backwards. But a lot of people do the forward and back bends in their normal life, but what often forgets to be done is the twists. So that's why I wanted to take this class, to really focus on twisting, because that's like some, what could it be, oatmeal porridge, what is like super healthy. Oatmeal porridge is super healthy with some chia seeds for our spine. So that is super good. Enough talking, let's enjoy. One more minute in this. Good. And just to move into our next pose, support with your left hand. We're going to bring the right arm down, head down. And from here, take that top leg, your left leg forward. You can place your right hand down to your left thigh. And we're going to rotate the chest up towards the sky. So try to get yourself as comfortable as you can. What I really would love you to have is that the left arm is on the floor. Good. Staying in here for a moment. Feel free, if you want to challenge yourself, grab a hold with your left hand from your right toe, so bending that right knee, holding in here. But whenever you feel tension anywhere, when you feel that you really honestly cannot relax, then just release and enjoy yourself, you know. This is what Yin Yoga is all about. It's your time to let go. Let go from achieving. And we're going to take about 3 minutes in here, but you can also take 3 deep breaths if you want to, but 3 minutes here, just enjoy and relax. Good, so the time is up, a beautiful pose. Let's carry on. We're gonna come and lie down on our back for a moment. Just a little time to recover from this very strong twist and taking a mini break. Just breathe and feel how's your body now? Do you notice any different in the energy? Do you feel more openness in your body? So let's move on to the other side. So bend your knees. We're going to bring the left ankle down to the right thigh, and again you can grab a hold with your right hand from your left foot. And start to bring your leg down. Again, if you want to use a block underneath your knee or foot, do that. And take your gaze over to your left side and really make sure that you try to relax the hip, the back, the side body. Just let go. And just to tell you about the modification in here, if it really doesn't feel good in any matter, you can always turn that block a little bit higher. You know, you can do this pose in so many different ways. You can, you know, just hold up quite high. So as long as you get that nice deep stretch in your outer hip and you can feel that twist in that lower back. Good, and taking a few moments here. Nice job. Let's carry on. We're going to bring the knees back to the center, and you can just gently wiggle the hips from side to side. And prepare to go over to the left side. Again, if you do need the support of the block, grab a block, bring it underneath your knee. You can take your gaze over to your right side now, just to get a nice little stretch for the neck. Settling in, and let's stay here again a few minutes. Good, and coming back to the center. So just enough to release that left leg so we can turn over to our left side. Good. And from our left side, we're going to bring the left forearm to support us. Nice. And again, finding that lying Buddha pose. So a nice name, because it's such a beautiful image. You know, you've seen that image where Buddha lies on his side. Good, so just allow the gravity start to take the left side of your body down. Close your eyes, focus on your breathing. Good. Oh, my waist feels wonderful. I feel like I gain a couple of inches in my length. Nice. Now right hand is supporting. Lengthen that left hand forward. Good. Now top, so the right knee forward. You can bring your left hand down to your right thigh if you wish to. You don't need to if you don't want to. You can also use a pillow underneath that right knee or a bolster. We're going to open up the chest over towards the ceiling and take that right hand over to the right side. Good. Take a moment in here. Remember again, you have that a little bit more challenging variation of this pose by grabbing a hold of your I'm so twisted up, I don't even know which leg. Left foot with your right hand. Coming into your full cattail pose. Good, so today I feel like this. I just don't know, it feels perfect just like this. So I'm gonna stay here. Closing your eyes, stay here for the next few minutes. Good job. Let's start to roll back onto our back. I'm gonna take a bit of a break here again, a mini Shavasana. Just lengthen your legs. Relax your arms, almost like a star there, shining with this new beautiful energy flowing. Really enjoy yourself. Feeling gratitude. Good, now let's move into our seated sequence. So just bend your knees, roll over to your right side and then come up and sit up. So facing towards the front of your mat, we're gonna come into our butterfly pose, bringing your feet, soles together. Good. And if you wish to use a block, you can use a block, or if you have a bolster at home, use a bolster. It's really nice to just kind of cuddle it up. So with your blocks, if you wish, you can use it underneath your forehead, but if you don't happen to have a block at home, it doesn't matter. What I want you to do is just slowly start to surrender down, finding a place where you have a nice stretch, you're not hurting, and you know you can stay there for a while. Enjoying yourself. How good does it feel to just relax, just to let go and to be free from everything, and just to work on yourself, heal yourself. That is, I think, one of the most beautiful things I know when looking at a person practicing yoga. You know, there's no status, there's no money, there's no ego, there's just this beautiful flow of life force. Just this purpose that you want to do something good for yourself. Now, as we start to move out of this pose, do it very slowly, just supporting with your hands, and you can actually feel a vertebrae by vertebrae, yourself rising up, your spine being stacked. Good job. Now bring your knees up, separating your feet above mat width apart, your hands behind you, and just swing your knees side to side. Good. We're going to come into a twisting deer pose next. So what you're going to do is you're going to let the knees drop over to your right. Your left shin is in line with the front of the mat, with the short side of your mat. Your left is pretty much in line with the long side of your mat. We're going to twist ourselves towards the back of our mat, and we're going to lower ourselves down to our forearms. Good. And we're going to stay here. So there's a beautiful deep twist happening through our stomachs, and that's where our digestive organs are going to get that cleanse. Good. Now in this pose, like, I'm such a sucker for blocks, yoga props. So I'm going to use a block underneath my forehead just to allow my neck to relax a bit deeper. You can try many variations. I actually prefer this one. Good. And again, taking a few minutes in here, squeezing out those toxins from our body and from our mind. What do you need to let go? Nice, prepare to come up. Good, just walking yourself back to the center. Again, we have a 4 pose sequence on this side too. We're going to lengthen the left leg, and we're going to stack the right knee on top. Now, if you do feel that your hamstring is super tight, please use a block underneath your left knee, or a towel or a pillow. Good. So I'm again going to show you this way. So my left leg is straight, my right knee is stacked on top of the left knee. Good. And we're going to take a bit of a twisting variation to this pose too. So I'm going to turn my chest slightly over to the left. And I'm going to start to walk my hands outside the left leg forward. Just walking as far again that I can feel that gentle stretch. What we don't want to have is that kind of a sense of that we are on our edge, that we cannot actually let go because we're holding on to protect ourselves. So this is what we don't want. What we want is freedom. Freedom to just be and enjoy this pose. Good. Again, from a forward fold in Yin Yoga, we're going to come up very slowly. Hands are supporting. And you can actually again feel every vertebrae by vertebrae being stacked on top of that lower back. Good. Oh, so nice. Nice. Let's take a bit of a side bend. We're going to bring the right hand down. And inhaling, just reaching up the left arm. Good. Coming back to the center. Excellent. And let's roll over to the opposite side. Good. So we're going to start with the deer pose. Again, your feet about mat width apart. Nice. Allowing your right knee now to drop over to towards the left side of your mat. Again, keeping your right shin pretty much parallel to the front of your mat. Adjusting yourself and starting to walk yourself over towards the back of your mat. Forearms down. Good. Finding that beautiful place. Again, if you wish to use any props, please grab a hold of a prop, place it underneath your forehead, and soften into your pose. Let's take a few minutes. Nice. And again, hands are supporting. We're going to start to walk ourselves back up, back to the center. This time we're going to straighten our right leg. Bring the left knee over your right knee. And then we're going to start to slowly fold forward. You can always adjust your seating bones a little bit better if you feel that a need, or use a block or a prop. Also maybe underneath your buttocks, it might help with the lower back. Good. Again, you don't have to go so far down if you don't feel like that today. Just find that good place. Usually we say that we go kind of let's say 3/4 out of a full into the pose, so we don't go to our edge, but we stop slightly before that in Yin Yoga. So we don't want to push ourselves. We want to just let go, and kind of, if you visualize yourself melting into pose, that's what happens. You just melt into this pose. Your chin drops. You let go. Taking our time in here. Enjoy. Good. Let's start to slowly move back up. No rush, no quick movements. We are working with such deep tissues, so be careful. Excellent. From here, take your left hand down. Inhaling, bring your right arm up. Just take a bit of a side bend. Nice. And let's come back to the center. Beautiful job, everybody. Now, we're gonna lie back down. We're gonna finish this class off with a Shavasana and making sure there's nothing in your way. Before going into Shavasana, let's give our back a nice little last cuddle. So, cuddling your knees into your chest, maybe lengthen your back a bit. Rock your knees side to side. Let go. My back feels excellent. I gotta say, I'm so thankful for yoga, for keeping my back happy and healthy. And I'm so scared of jinxing anything right now, but I must say that a lot of people in my age are always very often complaining about back pain, and I must say that I'm grateful that I haven't quite experienced such aches and pains. And if I fall over on ice tomorrow, then I know I jinxed myself. So many things that we need to do so the jinxing doesn't come true. But yeah, good job. Let's take one little happy baby pose here. So grab a hold of your feet, press the knees down, and the same thing, just rock yourself side to side. Enjoy. Feels so good. And bring your feet together, release your feet down. Start to settle into your Shavasana. Lengthen your feet, bring your arms down to the side, palms facing upwards. So we are really kind of open to all the beauty of the universe to flow into us. We have created some beautiful new space within us. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and then just sigh the breath out. Repeat this one more time and then just allow the natural breath to happen. Letting go for a moment, taking this few minutes, enjoying the freedom, enjoying the rest, charging your batteries. Let's take a deep, deep breath in. And a nice deep exhalation. Moving your fingers and toes, head side to side. Bring your feet together, arms above your head, deep breath in again. And on an exhalation, turn to your right side. Into fetal position. Take a moment. And from here, coming up into a cross-legged seated position. Bring your palms to your heart center. Rub your palms together, start to create heat, the heat of prana, the heat of life force within you. And then bring your warm palms over your closed eyes. Send some love to your eyes so you can see all the beauty in the world. Open up your eyes. Take your palms to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the core of my heart. Beautiful. I feel amazing. I just don't know how to be. I feel really good. I feel like this life force is blowing within me, and I could do anything. So thank you for joining my classes, and I'm super grateful that you know, it's, for me it feels almost like insane that there's some people who follow me here in Finland, and there's some people who follow me in like States. It's so cool. I adore all of you so much. I feel like I've gained some friends, and I would honestly love to practice with you one day together, like live, face to face. So wishing for this, and thank you for joining my classes. And if you haven't followed me yet, please, if you like my classes, follow me and give me thumbs up, and comment if you want a certain type of a class, and I would love to hear more from you. Thank you. Have a beautiful day or night. Peace out.